Okay, so it's almost 9:30 now. Thank you very much for your time. And now, premiering what you have been waiting for since the afternoon. Everyone has been waiting for this, and we have to thank Mr. Chris Coney and Bulldog, who gave us the opportunity to engage with Shatta all day yesterday. And I have to say that Shatta also gave us fried yam and chicken when we finished the interview. That was fantastic. And you get to know him. I think that you will like him. He's a great guy. My takeaway from the interview was that Shatta Wale is a brutally honest guy. And I'm thinking that we need more of people like that in Ghana. Sometimes he's excessive in his comments, and he was excessive in some of the comments that we'll show you now. But I think he's a great guy. Thank you for the opportunity once again to Chris Coney and Bulldog. Here is the interview. I first asked him about the SM movement. So this Shatta movement, it be about what? What is it about? Is it a political movement? Is it a Nazi movement? Is it a music movement? What is it about?
Well, I'll just give brief, understanding for Shatta movement, because I believe it be true music, and I build up this whole fan base thing. But the whole Shatta movement be something to empower the youth, because I believe, even though I'm a musician, I have a whole lot of duties, to do in terms of, encourage, boys on the street. Some people get some low spirit, and I feel music, they empower them more, so I just gather fan base where I just try to build up, that team with them. So at least, if we show them more, direction in life when it comes to, certain things. In terms of we create forums, with the show, we create workshops, for them. Make they just understand, be only music way man go fi do, but you go fi go to maybe come to one of our workshops and learn about camera, lighting stuff, stage, things about life,
production.
Yeah, not necessarily production, but things about life. Most of them be university students. Some of them too finish school where they know if you go university and. Trade, anything where you go feel motivated.
That's what a Shatta movement be.
Yes,
but it comes across like a radical movement. And your whole personality, Shatta Wale, is some radical, rebellious guy, and that sort of comes into the movement.
That is the brand we've created for people to know that you can always move yourself. You can always be fearful in your own way rather than making the thing look like you are getting low spirited inwardly. You don't want do so. Ghana, they born with timidity and fear.
Yeah.
So sometimes when you want to move, you feel like, yeah, can I do it? But I show this attitude because I want people to believe that you can do it yourself. You can move things yourself, and not be necessarily by disrespecting people, by using respect, to move things in a positive way. So basically, when people see me say I be rowdy and stuff like that, they thought, people say this rowdiness they come with money, they come with kwasha, so
yeah,
and they come with mind.
But if you build movement for the youth, the way you say they do, this respecting you're talking about, I mean, you were noted for, if you come on social media, then you take some guy where you grow past you, then you deal with them. I mean, that's for our culture.
I don't
like that.
I don't just deal with people like that. Those people that they deal with them on social media be people where they step on my toe. Basically, for instance, when you hear me do or see me do a video and talk about a particular matter, it be matter where you did, but Ghana no here. But when Shatta do they go viral. So, before they go and listen to the whole story and see that by the approach toward whatever. But they tell people sometimes when problem happen, it is me part of solve them. For instance, if I day my house like this and light go off, me part for no say for call electrician may can repair for me. But people for outside goes, in the light I call for the light I go. But when my lights comes on, that's why people go like, lights now bow. So in a nutshell, what I'm trying to mean is that when the problem come, and our industry be too small. When the problem come, they even get to the politicians, they even get to certain people in the country who can help. So I feel like voicing out, will solve the problem, and it has solved many problems of mine, though.
Big congratulations to you, though. I mean, one day we wake up in the morning, we say Shatta is doing something with Beyonce and Jay-Z and all of that. What was that? What was that about? What is the whole Lion King thing? What is it about?
I would first say it was a miracle, and. Me, I'm more closer to God, so most of the times I pray for him to reveal certain things to me, and this collaboration came up as a surprise, and the first time I even hear say Beyonce want to do a song with me, I go Beyonce, wow, how, where did she sleep, but my prayers to God always like reveals to me like that, you know, people like that are going to come into my life. So as this collaboration come, I don't really shake too much, but I just thank God, say at least, you know, she just look through Africa and, you know, pick me out of many African like musicians in Africa.
So you do the collab. Has it happened?
Yeah.
So where did it happen?
I recorded in my studio actually, you know, because they sent me.
Your studio in Ghana?
Yeah, my studio in Ghana. They sent me the vocals and everything, her vocals actually, and they gave me a line of hers that they wanted me to sing, you know. So I do my part way, you know. I do what they want to make I do for them too, and they were really happy about it.
Maybe today I don't get nothing, but tomorrow I go get something, and I go buy motor for mama. But the enemy won't worry me. I go show all of them.
Now, make we talk about this My Level song. Is it a high life song? Is it because Ghana Music Awards said high life song, and all your fans who were reggae raga were upset with you that you went to pick up a high life song award. What song is it? What kind of song is it?
Well, I would say it's a high life song, you know, because
My Level,
because if you listen to the beat pattern, you know, and me, like I say, like I like promote my culture more, you know, I like follow what my old people do and follow that sequence, because that's what the Nigerians they follow and they make hit songs, you know. So I listened to a couple of highlight songs and I was like, okay, you know, why I not go use the, you know, the timing for the highlight. So when you listen to it, it's just that we didn't bring some things like the go in it, but it falls on that sequence, like, you know. So it be high life song. You just say, you know, people know me as dancehall artist, so they feel say, oh, we have to do dancehall, but that's why I tell people that this is business for me. So whatever is commercial for me to make money, I just do it.
There's no money on dancehall, is that what you're saying?
Yes, like, you know, reggae, dancehall music doesn't sell much like you doing what the people like here, you know. For instance, you know, hip life, yeah, but most of our old men don't really understand what we are trying to preach about. So, you know, you see an old man sees you and see what you like, what's offering or your wine, you know, that kind of. So I like to portray, you know, something that will appeal to, you know, from my father's age to my, you know, youths to kids, you know, because I have children that sing my song and I go like, wow, that means because I'm concentrating so much on Ghanaians, I'm not just taking it as if I'm doing music, but I'm trying to promote what our culture knows. You know, that's why, you know, my songs.
So bandana is what?
Bandana was a name I took from school because, you know, back in school I used to tie my hair bandana.
So that song is what?
Bandana from Ghana.
Yeah.
It was my introduction to the industry that, you know, I was just trying to tell them that this is a guy that God has ordained and he's coming in Mokoho, but people didn't take it serious. But up to now, you know, that Mokoho title is still there.
You spent some of your life in Jamaica, is that correct?
Yes,
what did you do there?
Oh, just recorded a couple of songs, you know. I have an agent in Jamaica that, you know, deals in promotions and stuff on, like, worldwide. So, you know, I went there to record, you know, to meet a couple of people, you know, learn a little bit of, you know, dancehall lifestyle, you know, and just came back. But I've been there like 4 times now, though.
What do you like about Jamaica? Dumpling or what?
Well, I think the place, like, you know, for instance, like Montego Bay is a nice place. You know, most of their hotels are very great. You know, the security-wise, like, crazy. Like, you know, you can't enter into any hotel in Jamaica, like in Montego Bay, without not having a tag.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, you know, like, I think the surroundings and the people.
So what do you do in this studio? What is this? What is that? What do you do here?
Well, this is my Windows software. I used to record with Windows, like, back in the day. So all my songs you heard from 2013, you know, I used to record them on this machine. But, you know, I grew up, you know, because traveling to Jamaica, going to the world, meeting most producers, you know, I told myself I needed to use an Apple machine, you know. So this machine has about, like, I can say over 6,000, 7,000 songs on it.
Wow.
Yeah, you know.
Shatta Wale songs.
Yeah, Shatta Wale songs. Some are not released, you know, some are still there, you know, with the hard drive, you know. I saved some of the things I did, like, in the past. So this is like just my Windows setup, you know, for the studio. So sometimes if an engineer comes here and he wants to record and he's used to Windows, you know, I make him record on this. Yeah, but this is my...
Now, before you go to that, let's talk about this photograph. What's happening here? Where?
That's a show I went to, one of my shows.
In Ghana?
Yeah, in Ghana. I think this was in... which show was that?
Cape Coast?
Yeah, I think Cape Coast show, you know, and You know, the fans were so crazy and loving, you know, their king on stage.
What happens here?
Yeah, so this is my Apple machine, you know. This is a whole setup. This one comes with this and everything. This is a mixer board, and this is an upgraded version of like every studio recording like machine you see, you know. Yeah, I think it's just 3 people who have it in their studios in Ghana, if I can say.
This setup?
Yeah, this setup, because with this, it eases the stress of you mixing songs like with a mouse, because I can easily mix songs like here on this machine, like everything, save the presets, do whatever I want to do here, and master it very well. So now the songs I record here, it gives me a clarity, like, you know, it gives me some like outputs that when it comes out, people are like my level. I use this machine to mix it. Melissa, you know, I recently have a song, I have cast, you know, it gives me that like heavy weight, you know, in the song. So it's also a great machine, and because it's Apple, it brings that clearness from the songs, you know. But you know, Windows also, you know, is good, but I think this is the best way I go right now.
Do you play any musical instrument yourself?
Yeah, the keyboard. Like, you know, I used to play
the keyboard.
A couple of times. You know, when I was in school, I did music in Winneba, so I learned, you know, much about chords, you know, and all the stuff notations here and there. So I play.
Wow. So you think that every Ghanaian musician should have at least this studio?
Yeah, well, I don't. If it's a calling, you know, like me, I have this setup here, and I have the meaning of this in my bedroom. You know, so when I don't record here, I can, if I have an idea, I can record in my bedroom before I come down here to really polish it and master it and everything. So it's something that I love, you know. I'm not doing, I've not bought all these things because I feel I'm a musician. You can be a musician, but when you buy all these things and you can't use it, it's a waste of money, you know. So
the keyboard is peculiar. What's all this?
These are the shortcuts, you know, for you know, like Cubase and Pro Tools. You know, some of the softwares on the machine that you use. Sometimes, you know, when you don't want to use the mouse too much, there are like shortcuts that you can take on this keyboard to record, to cut, to, you know, paste, everything. Like, you know, is on the keyboard. So I learned all those things too on, you know, YouTube. You know.
Wow, you learned it.
Yes, I'm an internet freak. You know, I always want to be on the internet. You know, so computer boy.
Excellent.
So if you see me today, I know my level. I know my level. Good evening, Ghana. Know your level.
We know Shatta gets into these things and he has his mind and his eyes always on the kwacha. Was the kwacha big in this one? Was it a big deal?
Well, a deal like this comes with, you know, a good life. You know, I would always say it's the hard work. You know, it don't be anything magic. And you know, Ghana, we are full of hype. You know, want to hype some artists to make it look like they are there, but they are not there. But I mean, I believe God really prepared the table in front of my enemies.
You have enemies?
A couple of them.
You talk about some enemies.
No, not be enemies aside, but you know, anything you do, you get haters for inside. So basically, you know, people, the doubting Thomases and, you know, here and there. You know.
Why do you criticize fellow industry people, fellow musicians? You've been doing that for a while. People don't like that. Shatta, focus on your music, do your music. Then you pick another musician and says he doesn't have money, he doesn't have this. It's not very nice.
It's a change. The cause for change, you know.
Change
I believe,
of what?
Change of the industry, change of the mentality and our attitude towards our work. You know, I believe most of them are not serious when it comes to music. You know, people have sung from 19 Kojoho till now and have made people see musicians as band boys. You know, as there's some of band. You know, we are not taken serious. You know, when gone are the days when your daughter wants to marry a musician, your father wouldn't allow it. Like me, when I was starting music, my father told me a whole lot of history about musicians he has met, you know, and I'm the type that, you know, I grew up from a business-minded family. My dad is so business-minded in his thing, so I have taken music as a business, you know. I've not taken it as a hobby. Like some people go on interviews, oh, how do you see music? Oh, yeah, music is my hobby, it's my side work, you know. I've not taken music like that. I've taken music so seriously. So when I see most artists like pretending that, you know, the life is good for them, which I know is not good because our industry is not good for us, you know, and they come on TV and they brag, hype, whatever, you know, it makes me feel that pain that what are you trying to incinerate to the next generation? Like you're making them feel like it's good there.
But you are not them. How are you able to know that their life is not good?
We are all in the same industry.
Yeah.
For instance, how can I even put it? When maybe I'm working with a telco, like, you know, and maybe MTN, Vodafone, whatever, and they are facing maybe network problems. They know they are facing that problem. So they won't come and lie to, you know, maybe their customers or something, you know. So I know I'm in that field and I know how that field is, because from history, musicians in Ghana have not been taken seriously. And that one is no lie. You get me?
We are. Sure that's true. I mean, Kojo Entry is
we are
famous musician.
We are Ghanaians, I understand.
Amachi Dede is a famous musician.
Yes.
Osibisa was partly Ghanaian group.
Yes, but Osibisa I would say, was one of the successful musicians we ever heard of.
Yeah, globally. Yes.
Yes, globally. But apart from that, coming to, with no disrespect to Kojo Entry, Amachi Dede, and Daddy Lumba, when you come to my age mates, my colleagues, you know, we've not taken music serious. And we are in Ghana and we hear musicians even come to beg for whatever. Some of them are sick and they want to go to hospital. Those are the old musicians, you know. So the lineage from where that thing came from to now has not really helped us at all. You understand me? Like, we've not felt that superstardom life. We've not felt that celebrity life, you know. We've not seen it. Like, our forefathers didn't show us that, oh, we are musicians, I say we are musicians.
Is that not because the system, I mean, an American musician's music will play on radio and he gets money for it. We don't have the system. We're now creating the system.
That is what I'm saying. You know? Most of my colleagues don't respect the system. They don't want to obey the system and follow that sequence. You know, most of them feel, oh yeah, you know, I just recorded in the studio and I came out and I'm a star. And, you know, they go on TV and presenters make them know, oh, now you are famous. Meanwhile, it's just a single song the guys drop. And you make them feel so swollen-headed. And so when they move out there, they move with some hype and, you know, they feel they are there, you know, and that kind of thing.
And you are worried because they don't have money?
Yes, because they don't make it, because I've been there before. When I came out as Bandana, that was the same thing I went through. You know, like...
They hyped you up?
Yeah, you know, and the hype was there and people thought I had money. But I was living in a single room with some 4 cockroaches and 1 lizard.
When you played Bandana?
Yes, you know...
When you were the Bandana hitmaker?
When I was the Bandana hitmaker. And I wasn't making money. And all the calls I was getting were from media people. Come and play this show for me. When you play the show, they don't pay you and you go talk. They say you don't respect. You move here, you play a show for another person. And it made me started getting like some people in the industry who started like hating me. Like, they felt, well, we are on some name industry now, like that's how you run it. And up to now, it's in the industry, like artists are facing that problem. And sometimes when I sit back and I watch them, I go like, no, I need to voice out. I don't just say they don't have money, because they know they don't have money. I am not rich to the extent that I'll say I'm richer than every musician in the world, or I'm richer than every musician in Ghana, but I feel I've tried for myself, and that motivation should go to others. You know, if 1 or 2, 3 people can come together with me and understand the music system, we can build it, and the next generation won't come and face that your single song and you roam with it without. Some of them will travel outside and they pay them £200, £100. And when I talk about this,
I don't believe that. I've heard you talk about it. I don't believe that.
It's current. It's on YouTube. You can go right now and look for artists who just came out recently, and you find out like most of them, like, you know, in a brochure, you know, oh, let's take it for a tour, and they are happy. You know, they won't sit in planes. You know, I tell people, like, I grew up sitting I grew up sitting on British Airways from age 13 to a certain age.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm the type that you can't come and tell me, let's go and let me, you know, we are helping you.
You mean you were going to London from age 13?
Yeah, that's how I grew up, you know. So, and the first time my dad took me to London, the first thing he told me was that,
okay.
You know, so I had that thing at the back of my mind, and music with this life made me see that, you know, you see this person travel and, you know, with hype, you know, oh, this guy's gone to Australia, Canada, and I go like, so when you went there, how much money did you make? Don't lie to the next generation. Don't let them feel like traveling and meeting people out there is the business. The business is how much money are you putting in your pocket? How much are you saving? Because we are all growing. In future, you won't be standing there and be jumping every time. Because I tell myself that it's a seasonal thing. I'll go one day and I'll see that, no, this age, I need to stop this music. But when I stop, what am I going to do? So I've started now doing businesses here and there. So I won't be the Shatta wale every time that people will know. Maybe in the next time that people will hear about me, maybe Shatta wale dealing with some blah, 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 or doing blah, blah, blah. And that is how you grow life. But if you feel that this is going to be forever, That's where we find out old musicians coming out and complaining. I'm sick, I don't have money, people should do contribution, and here and there, and blah, blah. And it makes me feel sad. So sometimes when I voice things like that out, I know it's painful, but it's a truth, and it's a hard truth.
So when you look at the industry, you're not confident about the future of the industry?
Not at all, because there's still a mess that we need to clean, you know, especially when you even check our music union, like Musica per se, like the president is not doing anything better, you know. And
you're criticizing Obo?
Yes, Obo is my brother.
Yeah.
And I have messages that I tell him, like plain, like, guys, if you have old men around you who are not giving you that mind, because we're in the technology world now, music should be filled with computers now. When an artist records, you need to register your music well so that you can get royalties. But up to now, recently I got a call and the royalties I got was 2,000 Ghana cedi. I was like, wow, 2,000 Ghana cedi. I'm paying somebody's school fees. I'm watching people. This is my area that I live in. I give people money, more than 2,000 Ghana cedi. Yeah. So if you tell me my whole 5-year work is 2,000 Ghana cedi, then it means we are not getting serious. And I tell him that no, we need to try and put up a plan. Yes, we are respectful Ghanaians. We respect our old men and stuff like that. We should let them know that technology has come to stay. And we need to use that to grow ourselves. But if we don't practice that, it means the next person will come and sit and an old man in the office will tell you, and we wouldn't grow. And I'm the type that I want us to grow like so quick. That's why I was telling somebody recently that we sold our music rights to Nigerians. Because music was so special in Ghana. Nigerians used to come to Ghana to listen to us, to love. They love our music. But now God wants to teach us a lesson. God wants to tell us that, hey, the gift I gave you people that you didn't cherish, I will show you which people can use it and cherish it better. And that's why we are seeing the Wizkids and Davidos and Burna Boys doing stuff. And we are seeing it like they are so super. But they are not super in any way. They have taken the thing as business. Now you can't even say Nigeria is a 419 country. All you can say is, no, they have good musicians.
But you say that Nigerians are doing well and are doing better, but you also criticize organizers who pay Nigerians more than Ghanaians.
Yeah.
But why? And one time you refused to